just binged all three seasons leading up to this, it felt like you were just watching the next season.
Thanks for tuning in to the No Clearance Podcast. Now subscribe, hit that like button, and enjoy the clip.
No clearance. Last week, while we were recording, when we finish recording today, the third episode should come out. But last week, Daredevil episodes 1 and 2 dropped.
2. Yes.
I watched both episodes. Did you have a chance to watch both episodes?
I did.
What did you think?
So I feel like they kind of pulled the rug up under us in episode 1 with a homie named Foggy, right?
Foggy, yeah.
Foggy getting shot in the beginning of the episode and dying. I feel like, we was excited for everybody to come back, and they just decided like Foggy and old boy girl
Karen
they wasn't gonna be in it too much. I'm not mad at the cast right now. It's almost, you got the nucleus, right?
Yeah.
Daredevil and Kingpin, right? You got the nucleus back. So you can't be too upset about it. It was a very traumatic episode 1. Like they came out the gate firing.
Was not expecting that.
Was not expecting that at all, but I do respect it. You had to give Daredevil a reason to give up the suit. So I get having to make that.
But the way he pushed old boy off the roof.
Oh, that was crazy.
I hate to laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. Yo, the way he just like pushed him. He was like, I'm done. He was like, you kill Foggy, boom, you're done. And he didn't kill him. I'm like, but at the same time, the way he pushed him off, he was like fully aware that was gonna kill him. Like he fully like
he was hoping he would die.
He's hoping he killed him.
That nigga disappeared.
And that's the crazy part about Daredevil, because he's like very Catholic. Like his religion is like his religion, even in the comics, is like that's very important to him. So like him not killing is like a very important thing to him.
Yeah.
So like him, like you said, it was a good reason for him to give up the suit.
I'm starting to not be a fan of the outside, like the world, things going on in the world being portrayed in shows. Okay. I'm kind of not starting to like that. I just be really wanting like
kind of how like
more creativity in the storyline. Like so that's why I bring up Fish running for mayor.
Yeah.
Which you could see that for any story, right? I feel like I don't know, it could just be the timing. Or more for me is like more not necessarily Fish running for mayor. That was like
it was
I'm not a fan of this. It was like the fandom and all this with it. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I would have just liked the different way in which he won it. But people be trying to do everything, keep up with the time. But I will say, the conversation that they had at the diner. That was some good television.
That was that's basically the thesis for the show.
Yeah,
like that conversation. Yeah, that conversation right there. That's like what's the driving force of the show. That set the stage for what this show's gonna be. I felt like.
Yeah,
I felt like it's gonna be these two guys who are basically trying to change who they are, and just both slowly go back into their ways. Throughout these next 9 episodes, 8 to 7 episodes. I don't know how many episodes is left this season.
After tonight it'll be 7, right?
Yeah.
10 episodes.
So
so how'd you feel about episode 1? Then we could talk about 2.
I liked episode 1. I liked the beginning fight. I seen some stuff saying that the beginning fight wasn't that good. It was weird. I thought it was dope. I felt the Daredevil vibes.
Yeah, it felt old school. It felt Netflix.
That first fight with the knives. He had mad knives sticking out of his bag. They were fighting. It was slow. I thought it was cool. Wasn't a big fan of the swinging. It didn't look that good to me. It looked a little silly.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna it's a TV show, you know. I'm not watching a movie, so I'll give it that. I don't care really. That stuff like that doesn't really bother me. But I thought it was really good. Foggy dying was heartbreaking. I liked how it felt like if you just binged all three seasons leading up to this, it felt like you were just watching the next season.
Uh-huh.
They got right back into. I like how they got right
I mean,
back into the same world.
they put it all. It's all on Disney.
Yeah, it's all on
So
Disney Plus now. It's not on Netflix anymore. Um, but yeah, if you binged it, I feel like once it premiered, you felt like you were just already in the show. Like it was like, oh, nothing's changed. Um, I think the guy playing Matt Murdock is doing a great job because he is Daredevil. Like he's literally solidified it. I can't think of anything else. And I liked how they didn't do the Disney thing and put him in his suit 4 or 5 times an episode right out the gate. And they're doing something a little bit. I feel like they're doing something a little different than what they've done in the past, and actually like trying to develop their characters with
okay,
this.
yeah.
Actually have no like actually have it be story driven as opposed to like just action. This is cool. That's cool. This is all connected. Like that's a
There's
little
definitely
annoying
a nice
sometimes, you
story.
know.
Yeah, there's definitely a
Um,
story leading up to this. Like,
but I'm excited for it. I thought it was good. I didn't have anything anything too bad about it. I will say the same thing with the Trump comparisons with Kingpin and Trump. I wasn't the biggest fan of that. I'm like, all right, I get
yeah,
it because the storyline in the comics that they're doing, because they're doing the Born Again comic run
yeah,
of Daredevil. I haven't read it personally. I've done a little bit of research, but it seems like this is what happens in that storyline. Even Foggy dying, so it's they're trying to be a little bit comic accurate, which isn't something they haven't really. They've been they try. They always try to do. They always attempt.
yeah.
But
I
I thought it was good. I think it was great. It was a great first episode. I think it was
mo-
really good.
moving to episode two. I, episode two, they really started to develop the story.
Yeah. What's going
And
on?
what's going on, and of course the episode starts. Don't quote me on that, but pretty much, this dude in the train getting his
Yeah.
ass kicked, getting his butt kicked, and then dude come down and starts trying to fight for him, and then one of the dudes he fighting get hit by a train. He comes to find out they're policemen,
Yeah.
right? So,
Dirty ass cops.
yeah, Murdoch is representing him, and we come to find out he is the White Tiger,
Which I
which
kind of
is
knew he was the White Tiger when they mentioned it in the first episode. Remember, they
yeah,
was like, "Oh, the White Tiger." They was on the news, and then
yeah,
really the next episode was a guy kind of starts doing like some type of
yeah,
fighting
all yeah, yeah,
martial arts.
yeah,
I was like, "Oh, that's probably the White Tiger." And literally, first once it came in my head, I was they confirmed it like the next couple scenes. I was like, "Oh yeah, duh." That was
yeah. So I mean, this is kind of the case,
this is a
and
sticky situation. It makes me nervous. It actually has there's some real stakes in it.
exactly very sticky. Number one, um, I mean, if they find the person who was getting beat up,
Yeah.
they should be able to attest,
Mm-hmm.
to be a witness. So of course, it's always the case. There's always like that situation where there's a
Yeah.
witness they gotta find, and then of course it's the fact that he's a vigilante.
Yeah, and Kingpin's gonna be going against him because he knows he doesn't want to lose the police because technically White Tiger killed quote unquote a police officer, which he didn't. There were just some
Correct.
dirty cops. The cop was trying to push him onto the tracks himself. He just
Yep.
moved out the way. So, that was mighty friggin' convenient when he was like, "We're under arrest." I had no idea there was gonna be police.
I didn't either.
I
I
was like,
didn't either.
oh shit. After the shock of like the dude's blood splattering after get hit by a train. And then
Yeah.
I was already still like in oh shit mode. And then he was like, police. I was like, oh, me and Jada was on the couch like, oh, oh. They got us. Like I was like, oh, I was not expecting that. Like I
uh,
said, it's good. Marvel hasn't done a good TV show like this in a while.
yeah. Oh,
The
you know one
last
thing
semi
we haven't
decent
talked about? Uh, Daredevil got himself a little shorty.
little shorty doo wop.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
interested to see how that roll because she a therapist, right?
yeah, she a therapist. And the big twist, she's gonna be Kingpin's
Oh,
relationship
that's right.
therapist.
She's that in episode 2. It ends in
Yeah,
episode 2 with her being Kingpin and his wife's. How they doing marriage counseling.
marriage counseling, and
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
because him and
crazy. Matt's all trying to go. She's gonna be going through all these emotions with Matt because he's gonna be fighting with his inner demons, trying not to become
uh
Daredevil again after he just broke a dude's neck.
yeah, that was crazy. But
Yo,
and that's
I don't
another
know if he's
situation.
dead or alive. Did he kill
That
him?
I
Did
think he
you?
killed him,
I
bro.
think I don't. I think I don't want him to, but I'm like, dang, he is a little rusty. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This is gonna make him not want to do it even more because
He
he
broke
killed him.
other dude arm, like
Yeah, he broke.
bone
He
sticking
rolled
out.
that up like a piece of linguine. Shoot, that dude.
And
What you
yeah, I
call
love
it?
the
It
way the
was,
last episode ended with him being like, I take it,
ah,
I
God
did it again. Like, what am I doing?
damn it! It's like in Breaking Bad. You can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing this. It was. I think, like I said, I like this. I, I just don't hope it doesn't take the whole season for him to be like, I'm back as Daredevil.
No, I don't. The Disney been moving quick, bro.
Yeah,
This,
because I
you
feel
know,
like that's the only thing that's gonna Disneyfy it is Disney gonna be like, "Oh, pump your brakes. We ain't gonna do a whole character driven show where he doesn't get the suit to the last episode type
yeah,
stuff.
like no, we
Or
gotta get
not
some
doesn't get it,
action.
yeah, like how because you think about the first season of Daredevil, that's how it was. He didn't get the suit to the like second to last episode, something like that.
Yeah,
But like it was leading up to it was written well, so you didn't mind. This show, we already seen him in the suit, so you can't keep him out the suit for too long.
yeah,
But
man,
I do like how I'm excited to see if it keeps going up, or and I hope it doesn't plateau or start to get back because I told you how they had a plan. They already filmed 6 episodes, and then they said screw it and scrapped everything.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
okay,
so that makes me a little nervous when they do stuff like that because either it's gonna be really good or it might plateau at a certain point.
yeah.
Because it was supposed to be more like in the vibe of She-Hulk, I guess.
Ooh, well, I'm
Yeah.
glad they,
Ugh,
yeah, yeah,
thank
scrap it,
God they didn't do that. But yeah,
scrap that.
I'm excited for the third episode tonight. When you guys listen to it, it'll probably already drop. So we'll talk about it next week. But
Yeah,
Daredevil Born Again, technically season 4 of Netflix's Daredevil. It's pretty good. They're doing a good job.
yeah, I'm enjoying it so
I
far,
give
man.
both
Shout out to them.
episodes an 8 and an 8.
Sure.
Yeah, I give them an 8 and an 8. Back to back.
I don't know. I mean, look, I like 2. I like episode 2.
Yeah.
I like it. I give it a
Episode
9.
2 I thought was better than the first one.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 9.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna step out. Yeah,
Actually,
10 is crazy, right? 10 is crazy. I'm giving it a 9.
yeah, nah, 10 is a little 10 is a little crazy. But you know what? You know what? You convinced me. Cause thinking about episode 2 was better when
Yeah.
he lifted up the steak and cheese,
Oh man,
and it was the pic. So that part confused me
for a
because
second it
I
did.
thought it was his family, but it's not his family.
No,
It's his.
it's his other family.
Yeah, it's a child he had with another woman.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right
Hey,
now.
hey, you know what? I fuck
You
with
ain't
that
finna
police
blackmail me
commissioner,
though.
huh?
You ain't finna blackmail me.
Oh yeah,
But if I'm ready to retire,
oh yeah.
get my check.
It don't matter.
Hey, you know what, man?
Let my
Let it
wife.
be known.
Hey, you know what? I figured this out. I'm retired now. We'll figure this out. Let me tell. The kid's old enough. You gotta tell your other
Yeah.
wife.
Time I face my responsibilities
I,
anyway.
I was
F your
disappointed
couch.
with that police commissioner because he was standing on business for.
No,
He
he
was
really
really
was.
standing on
He
business.
really
He's the
was.
only one who told Kingpin about himself to his face.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
he really
like,
was.
"Nah,
He
you think I'm?"
also, I mean, he was and he wasn't, right? You wait till the man is legit.
Oh, to say, oh, yeah. Well, when he's not legit, he gonna kill you, so you can't.
But I'm just saying.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
but I think he would have said that to him when he wasn't legit. I
Fair.
think because that's why they hate him because he was the
He would have said it to him with like 50 cops behind him. Like,
yeah. He would have a bunch of cops
you know what I'm
behind him for sure.
saying?
He would have some protection. He had some guns ready to
But
go.
no, that was a funny part of the episode. That was a funny
Yeah,
part. It
I
honestly
thought.
made me want to go get a cheesesteak. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah. Was that cheesesteak place a good choice or was it a bad choice intentionally?
Which one? So I've never been to D'Angelo's. I've heard of it. Geno's is the spot. It's a very tourist spot. I wouldn't go to Geno's personally.
Yeah.
One reason I wouldn't go to Geno's is because they pretty racist. They had a sign was like, if you don't speak English, get out of
Oh,
line.
damn.
But it's a legendary spot just because it's a bigger name. It's a touristy thing, you know. If you live in Philly or if you frequent in Philly, you're not finna go to Geno's. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? That's where you go if you're a tourist. You know, that's
Okay.
like going to Chicago eating deep dish.
Yeah, going to what's it called? I know that's what
You
we
feel me?
did. Yeah.
So would I go to Geno's? No,
Yeah.
no. So yeah.
But I was just
But
wondering
to
because
bring
he
it up,
said,
you say that in the writing because it's Philly. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you went out of Philly, you say something that's well known, Woody Wop.
But then he said it sucks. So I didn't know if that was like the bad one or if it's the good one. And he's just
I
saying it.
think, look, man, if you took a cheesesteak from Philly to New York,
It's probably not gonna be good.
it's not gonna be good.
It's gonna be like four
I'm sure they
hours
ain't
old.
heated up.
Yeah,
He opened it right at the wrap, and it's old. I mean,
yeah,
it's cold. It's a little chilly.
yeah,
You got to get the cheesesteak fresh.
yeah.
Personally, I like to go to delis. I go to a deli and get a cheesesteak when I'm in
Okay,
Philly. I don't
okay.
necessarily go to like a cheesesteak spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
The
go to
delis will make the hoagies and the
yeah,
Woody Wop. Anyway,
you go to the mom and pops.
yeah. I go to this spot called Don's right outside the city. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Yeah,
Don, man. If you get an extra large cheesesteak, they take two hoagie buns, they cut the ends and put it together. So it's almost like a 2 for 1.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Back in the day when I was in high school, we had a place that used to do that. I used to do that on Fridays when we got wins. I'd be
Shout out
like,
to
Nana, order me the 16-inch pause.
no Clarence.